Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another broadcast of our live stream nutrition webinar for older adults. Ideally, the target market for this webinar is 50 and above. Today, we're going to be learning about the benefits of eating more fruits and vegetables and why you should try to incorporate 30 minutes of exercise into your day most days of the week. If you would like to participate in the polls and the interactive games that we'll have during this broadcast, please use your phone and take a screenshot uh, of that QR code to get right to the scene, or you can use the link that I will eventually put into the chat stream. Let's see, as soon as I get to it, here we go. And you can participate that way. There we go. That will show up on StreamYard and on YouTube. This program is for older adults and it's funded by the United States Department of Agriculture SNAP program, known in California as CalFresh. The materials and products are a result of a project that was funded by the California Department of Aging, CDA, and the County of Alameda Area Agency on Aging. These institutions are equal opportunity employers. In case you're wondering what the Eat Smart Live Strong program is all about, let me give you a little outline. Eat Smart Live Strong is designed to empower older adults with the knowledge and the skills necessary to make informed decisions about dietary habits, promoting better health and better well being. Through these interactive workshops and engaging activities, all participants will learn about the importance of balanced nutrition, how to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet, and strategies to maintain an active lifestyle. By fostering a supportive environment, the program encourages social engagement and provides a platform for sharing experiences and tips for success amongst peers. We need to take care of some business though. As part of our contract with the federal government, all agencies that teach nutrition and use that funding are required to inform you about your rights. This next few minutes, please take a moment and listen to your rights as for equal opportunity and equality. And if you feel that those rights have been violated in any way, there's instructions for how to report it to the federal government. Okay, hope you caught that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here at the AAA and we can provide you with that information. So let's move on to, again, to remind you of the targets of this program. You're going to try to start increasing your vegetables and fruit intake to 3.5 cups total per day and to try to log in 30 minutes of movement every day. Of course, there are going to be things that happen that keep you from doing that. So let's think about what some of those things might be. As we go through this, we'll try to work with you to come up with the possible problems that you might encounter, as well as some possible solutions to overcome them. But let's first go through what you think about this whole program and how you can handle it. The first thing is this something that you think you can do? If you're not sure, why not? What might be your obstacles? Can you get in some exercise every day? What is going to keep you from being successful? And remember, this is not an all or nothing program. Every little step that you do is an improvement. So we're looking for small changes, but if you do small changes and you do them every day, you'll end up with some big results. Now let's play a little game. Did you just all log into the Menti? If so, then just participate in this and share with us how many fruits and vegetables you ate yesterday. How many servings did you eat? The little clock is ticking down, so let's see if you can participate. Some of you probably just got here and aren't really aware of how to do the Menti. I'm going to put the link in it so you can go right here in the chat so that the link you can go right to the link. What am I saying? I'm stumbling over my words. So that you can go right to the Menti from the link is what I meant to say. So cast your vote. Well, I appreciate the honesty. People saying none, I didn't do any. Okay. At 5 seconds ago. Come on, vote. Cast your vote. And done. Okay. Well, we have one A student who got 15 to 30 minutes of exercise, and the others, two people said none, and one is kind of in between. So that's a start. That's your starting point. Okay. Let's move on. Now we're gonna, if you stand up, we can get 10 minutes of exercise in right now. Okay.
job. And remember to go at your own pace. Very good. Lift as high as possible. Back down. Make sure you are alternating your legs. Good work, everyone. Perfect. I'm sure you're feeling it by now. All right, good job. We completed exercise number 1. Woohoo! Let's move on to exercise 2. This exercise is called leg curls. Now, to do leg curls seated does modify the exercise a little bit, but that's okay. Some movement is better than none, so we'll do what we can. Okay, if you're going to do it seated, then what you will do is you will sit on your chair. Okay, come on, Maddie. Sorry. You will sit on your chair and you will extend your leg out the best that you can and then tuck it down. Out and tuck down. You will do this on each leg and you will switch when we switch. All right. Now, to do the exercise standing, you will want to, again, hold on to the back of some object that you have handy at home, just for stability reasons, okay? We will start holding here, and we will bend at the knee as high as we can and go back down. Leg curls work the back of our leg, known as our hamstrings, okay? It is important while doing this exercise that you bend the best that you can while keeping your knees as close together as possible. We don't want to extend our hips forward and we don't want them extended too far back. All right? We are going to do 10 on each side. Let's get going. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 3 more. Make sure that you are breathing throughout the entire exercise. Very good. I'm going to flip my chair around so that you can see me do the other leg. If you are seated, it's time to switch to the other leg as well, okay? Still follow along with us. All right, let's do 10 on this leg. Remember, bend as far as you can without feeling any sort of pain. You'll probably feel a bit of a stretch, but that's okay. It's 4, good job. We're almost halfway there. Wonderful work, everyone. 7, 3 more, 8, 2 more guys, 2 more. Wonderful, last one, big hold up at the top and relax. Very good. We have now worked our front part of our leg, known as our quadriceps, and the back half of our legs, known as our hamstrings. Let's move on to a little bit of core work. Our core is one of the most important muscles in our body. All right, these are called side twists. So to do this exercise seated, it will be much like you were doing it standing. You will put your hands on your hips and you will turn to one side as far as you can, and then back to the other side. We will do 5 times on each side. Let me show you how to do it standing. Hands on our hips, we will turn to one side and to the other. Now, if you are doing this exercise standing, you want to make sure that you are only rotating the hips, not at your feet. Let's get started. That's 1. That's 2. Feel those obliques and tight. Stretch those out. Very good. Let's do 2 more. Wonderful. Should rotate to where you feel your obliques tight, but not to where there's any pain, okay? We're gonna do 1 more, guys. Last one, big stretch. Rotate to the front and to the other side. Very good. All right, our legs are done. Our obliques have been worked. Let's do some upper body. Bicep curls. Those are the perfect exercise to work your bicep, which is one of the biggest muscles right here in your upper arm. Now, you can bicep curls seated, or you can do them standing. I will first show you how to do them seated. Feel free to pick up a light dumbbell, a can of soup, or anything that you have laying around your house if you would like to add a little bit of weight to your movement. We will hold our hand down by our side and we will curl up. We will then slowly release. Okay? You can do that with an object to add, or just use your body weight. Either is perfectly fine. Let's get started. We're going to do 10 bicep curls, so do them alongside me. Here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 6, 7, 8. Are you feeling those biceps working? Let's do 1 more big curl and slowly release. All right, we have completed our 4 exercises for session 1, but before we end our exercise session, how about we end with a couple of deep breaths? Let's take a big deep breath in. Exhale. Big breath in. And exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Well, that is it for session 1. I can't wait to come back and do session 2 with you all. I hope you enjoyed today's exercises as much as I did, and have a wonderful day.
Congratulations, everybody. You just got in a good 10 minutes or so of exercise. So that knocks 10 minutes off of what you need to do for today. Now, those of you who say, I don't really have 30 time to do all of this 30 minutes at a time, you can do like we just did. You can do 3 10-minute sessions per day. Right? Get up, you take a walk around the block, that's 10 minutes. You do that twice more a day today, you've got your 30 minutes in. You can also divide it up into 2 15-minute blocks, or you can do 6 5-minute blocks. The point is not that you have to get out there and just make this massive time commitment. The goal is that you do something. And even if you've done no exercise at all for months, if you go out and you do 5 minutes today, that's a win. Okay. That's going to count. What we're looking for you to do is to make small incremental steps towards successful achievement of your goal. So now let's be honest and talk about some ways that you think, what are some benefits that you think can be garnered from doing exercise for 30 minutes a day? Just type, if you're in the Menti, just type your answers in and they'll pop across the screen. It's like magic and it looks really interesting. I'm going to put the Menti URL in the chat one more time for those of you who may have missed it. You just click that and you'll be able to participate. Those are good. Got 12 more seconds. Anybody got some? Okay. Looking good. All of those are excellent, excellent reasons. Very nice outcomes from improving your nutrition and getting some movement in. Now, my dad used to say, you better not stop because they'll catch you. And he never said who catch you was, but it's kind of motivation to keep moving. Okay, next slide, please. Now we're getting into a food. We just talked about exercise. Let's talk about some food now. The difference between portion size and serving size. Now, you go to a lot of fast food restaurants, they talk about, super sizes and big gulps and all these, king size sizes of things. Those things are, according to manufacturers, 3 or 4 servings in one cup, in one burger, in one sandwich. What you're looking at when you're talking about the portion sizes, that's how much you put on your plate or how much you decide you're going to eat. The serving size is whatever that manufacturer or the government has said is a reasonable amount of that food. So you might say, you might sit there and drink half a gallon of apple juice over the course of a day, whereas a serving of apple juice is only half a cup. So how many half cups have you actually had? Your portion was that whole bottle, but your serving size is half a cup. If you've drank the whole bottle, you've had about 10 servings of fruit juice. So that is the difference between portion size and serving size. And let's look at what were your serving sizes yesterday. We're going to talk about what a serving really looks like. And after you get clear on what a serving size looks like, we'll look at what you ate yesterday. So let's enjoy this video for a minute.
Are you wondering if you're eating too much or too little of some foods? Are you looking for an easy way to size up your portions and make healthier decisions about how much? Then give yourself a hand. Using your hand as a tool can help you estimate different amounts of food and manage your portions wherever you are. Try these handy tips to estimate your portions. Your fist is about 1 cup of food. Use your fist to estimate all kinds of foods, like cereal, salad, and yogurt, and even snack foods like popcorn, chips, and ice cream. You can also estimate a cup of milk or soy beverage. Use half your fist to estimate about half a cup of food. Here's how half a cup of pasta or fruit would look. How much pasta do you estimate is in this restaurant meal? That's about 8 half-cup servings. This dish is made for sharing. Use the palm of your hand to estimate protein-rich foods like chicken, beef, fish, pork, and turkey. The palm of your hand is about 2 ounces of these foods. Be sure your portion is about the thickness of your pinky finger. How much steak do you think this is? That's about the size of 2 palms, or 5 ounces. You can also use your hand to estimate foods like bread, bagels, pitas. Use your thumb to estimate 1 tablespoon of foods like oil, margarine or butter, peanut butter, mayonnaise, and other sauces. For smaller portions of these foods, use your thumb tip to
Okay. Now that you're clear on serving sizes, half cups, 1 cup, 2 cups, the tablespoon, teaspoon, think about what you ate yesterday and how many servings of fruits and vegetables you actually had. Okay, just pick the hand that indicates the number. Yes, we're having some technical problems today. I'm not sure what's going on, why that keeps happening. It didn't happen during rehearsal. It only happened during the show. You just select the hand that indicates the closest to the number of fruits and vegetables that you had yesterday, just yesterday. Got a few more seconds there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's look at the score here. 5 people had 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables yesterday. Congratulations. You're doing great. 3 of you had 3 or more. Okay. 4 had 4 or more. You guys, you know, 2, 1, 2. All right. So this is your starting point. This is where you're going. This is your starting point, and there's nowhere to go but up. Okay. So next one. So those of you who need to do a little improving there, you need to up your intake of fruits and vegetables. Look at the examples below. Which option do you think would be the easiest for you to do? I'm looking for what you can do starting either later this afternoon or tomorrow. Which one of these options do you think would be the easiest for you to institute in your diet? You can snack on fruits and vegetables or eat more fruits and vegetable salads, or you can make a super stew that has lots of vegetables in it. You can try a new recipe, perhaps a stir fry or grilled vegetables. A green smoothie is another option, or just add vegetables to food that you already plan to eat. Notice in that turkey sandwich there, they've added cucumber, lettuce, and tomato. What do you think would be the easiest? Because you want you to be successful. So we want you to choose a way that you'll see success and you'll start on the path towards meeting your goals. Okay. Let's talk about inactivity. I just want to remind you that I said earlier, we're not looking for, it doesn't have to be something where you have to go to the gym and you have to get on the elliptical and you have to sweat for an hour. It's not that serious. What we want you to do is move. If you've been sitting a lot, and like I said, you move for 5 or 10 minutes today, that's a plus, that's a win. This slide lists ways that you can avoid inactivity that are very easy to incorporate in your everyday life. Some gardening, walking your dog, rolling around with grandchildren is always an exciting one. You can like dancing like the couple in the picture. Stationary bicycling if you have one, or if you go to a gym or senior centers. And some senior residence facilities, they have a small workout facility. You can go for a walk outdoors or just take something as simple as taking the stairs versus the elevator. So all of those are ideas where you can get 5 minutes or so of additional movement in your day. And if you would like to count your steps, like I have a fitness tracker here, it tracks my heart rate, exercise intensity, and how many steps I take per day. A simple pedometer, though, will do the same thing. And that kind of helps some people be motivated when they can look at it and say, wow, I've done 2,500 steps today. Well, tomorrow I'm going to try for 3,000. So it just depends, whatever way is going to motivate you to get moving. Now let's talk about some of the challenges because this is where people run into obstacles. And the way to success is to overcome those obstacles. So what we've done is listed four of the reasons that seniors gave the most often for why they were frustrated and why they weren't able to successfully reach the goals that they set for themselves. The number one overwhelming answer was the high cost of produce. We have some tips for you on how to reduce those costs. Some people had trouble grasping knives and opening cans because they have arthritis or other joint issues in their hands. Some have difficulty chewing fruits and vegetables, like biting into an apple because of their dentures or they have some gum problems. And others have a lack of transportation to get to the grocery store now that they can no longer drive. So let's talk about some of those solutions that we have. These are all practical solutions. Now, look at the high cost of produce. One of the best things you can do is buy what's in season. So, if you're getting something that's grown, and we're lucky because we're right here in California, right in the Bay Area, where a good like 70% of the fruits and vegetables in the country are grown, you can buy pretty much everything that you want at a farmer's market for a reduced cost. They also have, stores, I can't remember the names really right now, but they're more discounted markets. You can also buy in bulk. Now, if only one of you has a Costco card, everyone can chip in. You get like a flat of 10 cans of green beans or corn or whatever you eat, and then each person takes two. I did a quick cost comparison from what was in the grocery store at $3 a can versus what was sold at Costco. The cost was just a little over a dollar, like 110. So you can see the savings are significant. But if you don't have a Costco card and you don't really want to have, you don't have the space to store 8 or 10 cans of canned vegetables or fruit, then you would definitely want to do that with a friend or a neighbor. You can plan meals around what you already have and items that are on sale. You get the grocery store flyers, go through your cabinet, see what you already have, and make a meal around that. Use that up. And you can cook larger portions and you can freeze some for later use, especially if you live by yourself. Just divide it into single portions and you can use them later. If you're having trouble with your hands and it's hard for you to cook by yourself, you can use a crock pot or frozen vegetables that you don't have to chop. Even for fresh vegetables, they sell it costs more, but the convenience is there. You can invest a little in an electric can opener. I got a pretty good one. It was less than $10. You can pick up pre-made salads or sushi, or sometimes they even have soups and things like that at the grocery stores. Or you can sign up for Meals on Wheels if you qualify for that difficulty of chewing as one of the reasons why people weren't successful, focused on soft, moist foods. I accidentally made some muffins today that I put the top on too soon, and they're soft and moist now because they got steamed. You can make soups and stews and mashed potatoes and scrambled eggs, soft scrambled eggs, oatmeal, cream of wheat, cream of rice, that kind of thing. You can make smoothies with fruits and vegetables and yogurt for the protein, or you can puree your vegetables and fruits because you won't necessarily get the satisfying crunch that you would be looking for, but we're talking about the nutrition that you need. That's one way to get it if you're having troubles with your teeth or gums. And the final one was transportation. Uh, there are a lot of transformation services that are both run by the county and private services. You can use ride sharing services like Lyft or Uber. You can use some community shuttles, those are usually free. Or you can use paratransit service if you have a disability and they offer door to door and curb to curb service to medical facilities or wherever you need to go. And we'll talk about a little bit some other solutions. Those are the top four that came up over and over and over again. But there are some other things that you can do that will help you be successful as well. My number one pick is to make a grocery list. Make a weekly menu and a grocery list. For people who take our in-person classes, we give out this meal plan and grocery list tablet. And has all the food groups here to remind you to eat something from every food group, and it also has a weekly menu. So you make your meal, your menu, you make your meal plan rather, and then each menu is you select from here to make sure that you incorporate all the food groups in your meals that you design for yourself. We have this in both Spanish and English. By planning your meals in advance, you avoid impulse buying. You've always heard people say, "Don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry because you just buy everything," and that's very true. So by having your list like there, you stick to that. You'll save your money because you'll stay focused when you hit the grocery store. You won't be so stressed about it because have you ever been hungry and then thought, "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to cook. I don't know what I want to eat," and it becomes this big stressful thing. And sometimes you don't eat anything but a bowl of cereal. I've been guilty of that. You reduce food waste because by planning your meals, you will only buy what you need because you will have already gone through your cabinets and your refrigerator and incorporated foods that you already have. So you're not wasting food. By planning your weekly menu and a shopping list, it also helps you eat healthier. You'll cook more often. You'll try new recipes. We want you to be adventurous. Incorporate as many colorful fruits and vegetables as you can, which all boosts your nutrition. And if you have a specific diet, perhaps because you are diabetic or you have hypertension, by having a shopping list and a meal plan, it'll help you stick to the diet that your treating physicians have recommended for improved health outcomes. So now we're going to vote. Okay. So are you feeling motivated? Are you going to motivate yourself to eat more fruits and vegetables? Are you motivated to start incorporating more movement into your day? Share your thoughts with us on the next slide in the Mentee. We'll give you guys about 2 minutes for this because you have to answer each question, whether you strongly agree with that statement or you strongly disagree with that statement. Please share your thoughts for each of those, what is it, seven, six options. Everybody take a look at those and just click the answer best that best aligns with where you are for each question. I was so curious when I was designing this, like, I wonder what they're going to say. Okay, guys, got another minute or so. Like, ooh, look at all these good answers. Okay, got another good 30 seconds. Try to get through all 6 questions. So look at a lot of people are committed to eating more fruits and vegetables and exercising 20 minutes today. Excellent job. Thank you for your participation. So let's do a little recap. I know that was fast. We don't want to keep you here too long, but we want to get your mind going and get thinking about what you eat. Start looking at your plate and saying, could I add some fruits and vegetables to this? How could I improve this meal? What can I add to it to make it better and more nutritious? So these are your recommendations. You're going to get 1.5 cups of fruit. You're going to get 2 cups of vegetables and 30 minutes of physical activity. And remember, this does not have to be strenuous. We just want you to do something, okay, to get your heart rate a little bit elevated. And in spite of the fact that, some exercise and eating better is good for everyone, there may be some specific limitations on what you can and cannot eat that might interfere with your medication or you may have some specific food allergies, or there may be some limits to physical activity that your physician does not want you to do, or something that they prefer that you do. So even though in general, everybody can benefit from eating more fruits and vegetables and exercising, please take your own health into consideration. Always take care of yourself. Visit your physician and run this by them to make sure that everything is okay before you start eating a lot of different foods or doing a new exercise program, okay? If you are struggling with food and you need some assistance, we're here to help. We offer through the Area Agency on Aging, we support and contract with many uh, providers in the community that provide services to seniors in the form of food and nutrition. The local food pantries and food banks, we can refer you for brown bag delivery service in your area or home delivered ready to eat meals if you're unfortunately unable to cook for yourself. During the summer, we have a senior farmers market voucher program. We just completed that. And we also have a service to help you apply for food stamps if you need that as well. Contact us at the Senior Information and Assistance Line. Call 1 800 510 2020. So thanks. You did it. We thank you for participating in the show today. We did have a little technical difficulties with our video. Not sure why that happened because when we were rehearsing, there was no problem, but it just waited until you guys are here. So we think this is a really simple program for you to start adopting on a daily basis, incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your diet. They can be canned, they can be fresh, they can be frozen. It doesn't really matter. We just want you to eat more fruits and vegetables for the fiber and the nutrition that they offer. We want you to see how easy it is to do this. And so there you go. You've done it. We'd like you to take a moment and complete a short survey for us. Just click the link there right on your screen and complete that form. We want to know what you think about this program, and if there's anything we can do to improve, as well as get an idea of the kind of people who are interested in what we have to say. We want to improve our programming and to give you what you want in future webinars. So thank you very much for participating, and we look forward to hearing from you. Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's not There's one more slide. We offer this program um, in person. This is an introductory webinar. It's ideally we give this do this program in small groups at senior centers, at senior congregate meal locations, and at senior residence facilities. That's where I've been most of the time, at senior residence facilities. The groups are not very big, up to about 15 people, usually about a dozen. So if you're interested in hosting a program at your facility, please let us know. One of the things that we'll do is when we come, we can't do that in the online version, but like the grocery list I showed you is one of the things that we do provide to class attendees, along with recipes such as this sweet potato and apple soup that is offered in both English and Spanish. We have tips for how to cut a recipe in half, how to cut it in half, or how to double it if you need to, and information on reducing your sodium intake and your sugar intake as well. These sodium smart cards. So we provide you with, also in English and Spanish. So we provide you with supportive information, but these are only offered to the in-person classes. If you're interested in that, just reach out to 510-577-3541 or write us at aaa@acgov.org. Okay, now I can say thank you for attending.